Hello everyone. So in a previous video, we covered the basics of XTask Create. So in this video, we'll cover the parameters and a little bit more about what the task or thread should be. Super quick review. So I have an XTask Create. The first parameter is which thread itself. So it's a function pointer. In this case, this is the task I have. Nothing to return and takes one parameter. The second one is the name of the task for FreeRTOS. The third one is how much memory in terms of the stack memory allocation does this task or thread start off with. The fourth was a pointer given to the task. So let's focus on this pointer. How can you make this more useful? And this was a priority, and then this one is a return task handle that we may or may not get to. Let's see if we can wrap it up in the next few minutes or not. Okay, so how do you use this pointer? So it can be a null pointer, and let's say we have a task that says hello task or thread. We'll just print a hello message. Every task needs to find a way to sleep. If you don't have any way to sleep, this task will consume 100% CPU and as is, spam your console. So I'm going to put this task to sleep for 3 seconds roughly, because in my configuration, one tick is 1 millisecond. So 3000 milliseconds is 3 seconds. Now compile this and I'm going to run it, and surely we should see a task that is printing hello task after every 3 seconds. So now let's say that your requirement is you want to have 2 tasks. You want to have one task print hello and the other task print world. Well, one way we could do that is we can say this is a hello task, right? So let's do it the naive way. And this is the world task. And then you simply multiply this. So X task create, you have a hello task, a world task, and should be able to compile it. And we will see hello world getting printed, right? Hello world from 2 separate tasks. But, what I don't like about this is just, copied and pasted code. Copy and paste is considered a design error in, good coding paradigm. So how can we consolidate this a little bit? I'm going to go back to my just task because, the structure of the code is very similar of both, right? The only difference is the message. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to make use of this parameter. So roughly what I want to do is I want to give a parameter of hello and a parameter of world. And XTask create, I'm going to create the same task. I'm going to create the same function to be used as a thread entry point. So you have a task. I gave it a parameter hello and a parameter world. Don't confuse it with the name. This is the name of the task. This is not used by FreeRTOS for any scheduling purposes. This parameter is a pass-through parameter here. This parameter, this fourth parameter of XTask create, is a pass-through parameter. So how do I get it down here? If I passed it correctly here, what I need to do is in C just do some casting. And I'll say const char message equals to convert this void star parameter to a const char message. And instead of hard coding hello, now I can just say, hey, put the message that I got through the task parameter. So each task, because I created a task twice. Each task will print its own message, and the message will come from the parameter. The parameter will come from here. Now let's try to compile it. Might be some compiler warnings or messages to solve. Let's see. No compiler warnings or messages, but sometimes you may get a compiler warning here. It'll say that, hey, you're passing in a const star message to a void star parameter, because in xtask create, notice this is void star const parameter. So sometimes you may get a warning or message here, and in that case too, you can cast it. In this case, casting is safe, but normally you want to be very careful with the casts. So let's run this program, and let's see if it prints hello world using a much simplified, coding, code structure. There you go. You have hello and a world. Let's test it out to make sure it's actually working very well. I'll say hello, hello, and world. Okay, so there you go. Now, in this example, I think it printed world first. That doesn't matter that much. It's just FreeRTOS has same priorities on both, so that's all right. Let's touch up on it one more time, actually. If I want this to be printed, I want this to run first, so I'll give him a higher priority, I'll give him a lower priority. And then you have hello, hello, world. And after 3 seconds, hello, hello, world. So in this video, we basically talked about how a parameter that you provide can be given to a parameter here when the thread starts, and then you can leverage that parameter to do whatever you want. Now, we won't cover in this video, but this parameter can be a pointer to a data structure, not just a pointer to a single parameter. It can be a pointer to a data structure, so you have more than one parameter if you want to pass in, you can achieve it like that. Thank you.